In my life, I waste a ton of time, and I'm honestly really tired of it, and I'm sick of letting myself do it over and over. And so today, I'm going to walk you guys through the changes that I'm about to make in my own life to allow myself to stop wasting so much time and start actually pushing forward to the things that I want to accomplish. So I had this realization recently and it really hurt. I always talk about the fact that I want momentum, I want discipline, I want to level up, and I want to build the future that I actually want. But my actions on a day-to-day basis don't show that. I consistently and all the time will be scrolling on my phone when I get a free hour. I'll be sitting around and doing nothing all day. During my transitional periods throughout the day, I'll be scrolling in those moments, and things need to change. I'll make excuses and say that I'll need to start later, or I'll do it later and I'll do it soon. But the reality is that soon never comes. Soon just keeps getting pushed further and further away and not actually happening at all. And that is a problem. The reality is I'm choosing to waste time, you're choosing to waste time, and we're not choosing success. And I know it's not only me. We say that we want to be better, but we fill every gap in our lives with distraction. It's not that we don't have time. It's like we treat our time like it doesn't matter. And then once you start to treat your time and your life like it does matter, you can stop wasting so much of it. And here's what I've learned. Us wasting time is not about laziness. It's not about being tired. It's about avoidance. We are avoiding something, whether it be a negative feeling, whether it just be avoiding the task because it's hard. We are avoiding something. It's not just pure laziness. So we have to figure out what we are avoiding. We waste time because the things that we need to be doing are uncomfortable. Studying and thinking about the next exam is uncomfortable. Sitting down and starting something new is uncomfortable. It's different. So we're avoiding that feeling. Instead, we choose easy. We choose the scrolling. We choose quick dopamine hits and those sorts of things instead of what actually needs to be done. So the way that things really have started to change for me is to understand that wasting time is a choice. This is not something that's an accident or something that just happens. It is a choice that you make on a day-to-day basis. Every time I grab my phone and scroll instead of accomplishing the things that I had on my list of things to do, I'm pushing away the life that I want more and more. So you don't need more time, you don't need more space, you don't need more time to get in the right mindset, because you need to understand that your life matters, your time matters, and you have to act like your life depends on it because the future that you want does. So these three concepts are the things that I've been doing in my life to be able to actually avoid wasting so much time. The first thing is the hardest thing in my day, the biggest thing that I need to accomplish. I do it early. I do it as soon as I wake up, whether that be the essay that I need to write or the video that I need to edit. Those sorts of things need to be moved to the very front of your day. And here's why. If that thing is looming over you that you need to have an assignment due at midnight, for instance, if you think about that the entire day, you're going to be putting yourself in a negative mindset all day long. You're going to be wanting to push it off more and more until where you actually do have to stay up and pull an all-nighter to get it done. And it's going to make your day a worse quality day because you have to think about doing something that's hard and annoying and not something that you want to do all day long. So if you wake up and get yourself one small win the moment you wake up by accomplishing this big task that you've intentionally put at the start of your day, you can make yourself not have to worry about it all day long and prove to your brain immediately the moment you wake up that today is going to be a disciplined and productive day and not a sitting around and waiting for the time to come where you have to do the assignment that you have due instead of wanting and choosing to do it early and getting the hard thing done. The next thing that you need to do is a little rule for yourself, being no phone during your transitional times in your day. When you're walking to your next class, when you are getting ready for bed, when you're getting ready in the morning, in those sorts of times, you need silence. You need your brain to be able to have time to be creative, to think, and do those sorts of things. Because if you continue to fill the moments of silence with constant scrolling on TikTok, you're going to put yourself in a spot where your brain has no time to think. Your brain is going to feel fatigued from constant input, constant dopamine. And if you don't have any time to let your brain rest, let your mind and ears rest, you're not going to be able to be creative when you need to be. When you have the assignment that you finally have to start working on, you're going to have brain fog because your brain is exhausted. So during those transitional times of your day, no phone. The last thing that I've been doing over the past couple of days that has helped me out a lot is the 10-minute rule. This is where, like, when I am, start feeling myself not want to do something, I'll set a timer for 10 minutes on my phone, and I'll just force myself to do it for 10 minutes. And it does two things. For one, when you start it, you're like, okay, I only have to do it for 10 minutes. Surely I can manage to get through that. And it makes your brain really easy to go ahead and get started and get activated in doing that. Most importantly though, once that timer goes off at 10 minutes and you've already seen yourself sit down and write your first paragraph of your essay or find your evidence, or for me, it might be setting up my camera and all that sort of stuff. Once you get yourself to that point, you're gonna go ahead and finish it, because why would you go through the effort of getting everything ready to go in that 10-minute time period and just not do it? So the reality of this is you're kind of tricking yourself mentally into getting started on something. These are the 3 changes that I'm implementing. They're not anything hard. It's something that you can pick up the moment you finish this video, and I really hope that you guys do, because we have to start taking our time more seriously. We have to stop constantly consuming and scrolling on our phone and filling our brains with garbage. We have to be intentional about what we're consuming and intentional about what we're doing with our time. You don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be a machine, and you don't have to stay up all night. You just have to force yourself to take the time you have seriously. Because the future that you want is either waiting on you right now, or it's just not gonna happen because you're not going to do it at all. So after all that, the big message is, don't let today be another day that you regret later. Let today be meaningful, impactful, and inspiring when you look back on it in a week from now. Anyways, hope you guys can implement these things and keep making progress in life, because I know I sure have a lot of things that I need to work on in my own life. And that's what I talk through with you guys in these videos. It's just me telling you guys what I'm going through legitimately and telling you guys how I'm kind of experimenting with how I'm trying to make the change on that in my life. And if that's something you guys relate to, you might want to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I talk about this stuff weekly, and I also talk about actionable steps. Once I've learned how to get myself through a certain situation, I talk about how I did it, and I talked about those actionable steps. So if that's something you guys need in your college journey, your young adult journey, and all that sort of stuff, subscribe to the channel, like this video. I would really appreciate that a lot. And anyways, I hope you guys stay good, stay blessed, and I will see you guys very soon.